You told me you don't spook easily.
You call this easy, sir?
Lecter's missing hand arm.
Man's a raving maniac. Who knows what he'll do?
Thank you, Clary. Thank you.
Greetings, whoever this may concern. Christian Aguilar here, back with another movie review. And in today's movie review, I am going to be reviewing The Silence of the Lambs. Welcome to day 2 in my spooky season marathon. Each day, I will be reviewing a different Halloween, quote-unquote, Halloween horror movie for 31 days throughout the rest of the month. Each day will be a different movie, so hopefully I can keep up with it. Day 2, let's do it! The Silence of the Lambs came out in 1991, and it stars Jodie Foster as Claire Starling and Anthony Hopkins as Dr. Hannibal Lecter. The director is Jonathan Demme, and it's based off the novel by Thomas Harris, who writes the entire Hannibal Lecter book series. And every single adaptation of Lecter story that you might know of, hence Red Dragon, Manhunter, all written by him, all based off of books by him. So he is the brilliant mind behind this whole world of serial killers. It's like his little own world of serial killers. And right off the bat, I will be honest, I have not seen this film since I was a wee one. I remember, I think, maybe 8th grade. Gotta be 8th grade, maybe going into high school. I watched this, and my lord, I was blown away. I was blown away, man, especially by the performances. I'm not saying anything new. If you have seen this movie, hell, if you've even heard of this movie in a little pass by, you will know that this is Anthony Hopkins' probably best performance. It's the iconic performance, along with Jodie Foster. She is really, really good in this. Everyone's really good, and even the actor that plays Buffalo Bill. I'm slipping on his name, but damn. That's a weird one. Now, a lot of people might know of this movie from, like, say, Family Guy. Like, when Chris does the parody of Buffalo Bill in his bedroom.
Would you do me? I'd do me. I'd do me so hard.
I know a lot of people currently would know, like my age, would probably know that from there, or they've seen the movie. And if you have not seen this movie, go on, watch it, get an opinion for yourself, because this is going to be a positive movie review once more, because I really like this film. And after watching it again, oh my god, there's just some parts in there I kind of forgot happened, and when I saw them again, I'm like, yes, like this is cool, this is awesome, this is what I want to see in a movie. I feel like they just don't make movies like this anymore. I mean, this film is about Clarice Starling going on this investigation to hunt down the serial killer Buffalo Bill. Buffalo Bill has 5 victims on the list now, so he's a hot target for the FBI. However, they can't do this on their own, so they sent Clarice to talk to this guy, Hannibal Lecter, in, I think it was like a Baltimore penitentiary or something. If I'm getting the city wrong, my apologies, but he's in a penitentiary. He's like basically in an asylum, and his cell is basically like underground. Like it's nothing but bricks all around him, and a glass window with a couple of air holes in there. And my lord, that's how the movie begins. I think the second scene is her going and talking to Lecter about this Buffalo Bill character. And I think this is how you start a movie. Yeah, you just start a movie right off the bat, you know, with this brilliant serial killer, this brilliant character that Hannibal Lecter is. This technically isn't his story. It's Clarice's story. And I see Buffalo Bill as the antagonist, but Hannibal Lecter's that wild card. He's that wild card that comes in. He's very vital. He's useful to the FBI. So none of them can kill him. He cannot die. He's very vital. And he's a very important patient. They love treating this dude. They just love picking at his brain, nitpicking, and see what really makes this guy tick. What makes this guy go and crave human flesh. So just to have a movie that tackles these 3 major characters, it's masterful. It's really masterful, because I know a lot of films that try to mix so many interesting characters in one narrative, and they lose themselves. I'm looking at you, Suicide Squad and Justice League. My lord. But you can't compare. Those are superhero blockbuster films. This is a very dark, drama, psychological thriller, suspense. This is an exploration in the minds of a serial killer. And my lord, this movie, I haven't said it before, is damn good. Performances, cinematography is there. Like, there's some shots that are like really cool, like the end shot. No spoilers here, but the end shot with Buffalo Bill in his night glasses, the POV shot with his night goggles while he's watching Clarice. That scene was balls. I'm sorry, but that scene was the. I'm sorry, but I remember watching that for the first time, and I was just in silence. No pun intended. But I was just like speechless because I didn't know what was gonna happen next. The director built up this tension so beautifully by thinking that the whole FBI SWAT team was at the right house, but it wasn't. It was Clarice. Anyway, I'm telling you, man, if you haven't seen this movie, go and watch it. You're not going to be disappointed. From beginning to end, it is entertaining. It puts you on edge. And for 1991, the imagery that they show in here, it's pretty intense. It's pretty disturbing. One thing I just wish I could go back in time, hop in a DeLorean, go back in time to 1991 and watch this movie in a packed theater on its first opening weekend. Because the reactions, man, I would want to see or like hear the reactions to this movie, because there's just so many moments in this film that I feel if an audience got together and sat down and watched this for the first time, they would react. I mean, this movie is masterful, like 100%. The editing, the direction, the performances, the writing. I really want to read the novel now. I'm sorry, I am not one to read novels before I see the film. If I see films, I'm gonna watch them because I love films. So I'm not one to read novels. But after watching this film, I really want to read the novel. There's hardly any films that really make me want to read the novels. And one film series that made me want to read the novels was Lord of the Rings. But anyway, let's not get off track. The Silence of the Lambs is awesome. If I haven't said enough, I'm going to keep saying it. Oh, and for those of you that think I'm so positive about films, there's going to be some films I'm going to review that aren't that good. So stay tuned for those. But anyway, as of right now, this movie, my lord, is the best. I personally like this, and out of all the Hannibal Lecter series, I don't know, there's just something about Silence of the Lambs that just sticks out. It's just really well, and there's a reason why it's as iconic and it's a classic as many people say it is. So with that being said, let's get to the ratings. Let's get to the rating for this film. All right, rating scale 1 to 10. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it down right there. 1 to 10. Let's see. It's gonna land on. I don't know. Is this a perfect film? That is the question here. Because I really like this film. Nothing below an 8, guaranteed. Like nothing below an 8. So I don't know. Is this a perfect film? I gave Texas Chainsaw the perfect 10 because that film was, for it being a cult classic, low budget, turned into a franchise banger. I mean, that's a 10 in my book. But Silence of the Lambs, I'm gonna give it a 9. Ooh, I gotta give it a 9. It's still excellent. It's really, really good. However, there's just some little moments in this film. I think 2 exact moments in this film that I thought to myself, and it kind of broke reality for me. Just 2 moments, and I'm like, how did that happen? Like, how were they able to do that? If this was real life, I don't think it would happen that way. The 2 moments I'm talking about, let's talk, is the moment with the pen. When Hannibal Lecter's strapped up, there's a pen that he's been eyeballing. We never see how he did it, but I'm like, how did he do it? It's like the dude was strapped. His mouth was covered. How did he get the pen? It's like maybe that's part of its brilliance. Maybe we don't have to know as a viewer, but that's just one part that bothered me. I just want to know. I want to know his brilliant, sinister plan on how he got that damn pen, because that dude was just strapped up like a mother, and he was going nowhere. And then the second part is, I think there's a victim of Buffalo Bill's that we see her getting kidnapped and everything, but then the victim that Clarice is trying to save in the end, I don't think is the same girl. So why did you... If I might be wrong on this, though. I might be wrong. So if that's not the same girl that Buffalo Bill kidnapped in earlier scenes in the film that Clarice saves at the end of the film, What was the point of showing that first girl getting kidnapped that this other random girl is going to be held hostage in the end that's going to be saved? If I'm wrong about that, then disregard that. But that's also kind of another reason why I'm like, well, you spend so much time building up this one girl that gets kidnapped perfectly. I love that scene. But in the end, that girl that is saved, she looks totally different. Like, I feel like that's a whole other person. But, you know, those are just nitpicks. Tiny subjective nitpicks. I mean, people watch this out there, they call it a perfect film. I don't argue with that, dude. This is close to a perfect film, but just those two little moments, I don't know, it kind of bothered me, man. They kind of bothered just a little bit. So with that being said, a 9 out of 10. Excellent film. And it does not mean this isn't a perfect film. This is a really great film, man. Just sit there, watch it, take a date, take a buddy, sit down and watch it. You guys will have a great time. So yes, that is it for today. Thank you for watching if you made it to the end. Silence of the Lambs, a 9 out of 10. Great, excellent film. The next movie review I will be doing, I do not know at the moment. That will be coming tomorrow. But stay tuned for that. Again, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.